Good afternoon. Thank you, Tracy, for this amazing story. I'm Paul Begansky. Kathy and I have been enthusiastic supporters of the family partnership for almost 10 years now. I'd like to thank them for those 10 years of amazing work that you guys have heard a little bit about, and for giving us this opportunity to say a few words. We consider ourselves very fortunate, and I think you do too. If you are here, you won in the lottery of life. So congratulations. Give yourself a hand. We all did. And most of us believe, and I think we're correct, that our success is due to our hard work and some right choices that we made along the way. And for me, probably the best choice in life was the choice of my partner, Kathy, and I think you all agree she's awesome. So. However, as I was recently reminded on a trip to India and China, there are some choices in life that we do not get to make. There are choices we cannot take credit for. It doesn't matter how hard we work or how smart we think we are. Specifically, a child cannot choose when and where they're born. They cannot choose what circumstance they're born into. And a child cannot educate themselves. These are simple facts, and these are also what social scientists like Kathy call determinants. These are factors that can and usually do permanently change one's trajectory of life. I know they certainly did for me. And I suspect that most of you would agree that we've gotten pretty lucky when it comes to those choices in our life, and none of them were really ours to choose. And consider early childhood education, which we've heard so much about. As an investor, I find it pretty fascinating. It really is the ultimate one-time opportunity. It's something that appears once in a lifetime, it has a great payback, and then it disappears forever. Nobody can replicate it in that one lifetime. If you waste an opportunity to educate a child, you can't fix it. The child grows up, that's it. Early education is one of those things that cannot be redone. It really is a one-time deal. Many of the choices we make in life, we can redo, we can change them. If you take the wrong job, you can find another one. If you miss out on a trip, you can go again next year. Even if you fall in love with the wrong person, they break your heart, you may find someone else. But if you do not give a kid the basic tools of early education at the right time, they will be at a critical disadvantage forever. And remediating that is a very expensive process. It takes many, many years. Trying to fix it is sort of like trying to fix an investment portfolio by traveling back in time and trying to invest early on in the Google IPO. You just can't do it. But unlike Google, we don't have to go back in time here. We know exactly when these once-in-a-lifetime opportunities to invest in a child's life occur. You've seen them all. And we know exactly what their effect will be. And the interesting thing is that an investment in a child's early education actually pays off far better than most real investments. For every dollar spent, you get about $11 back, which is 1,100%, which, and I Googled this, it's almost as good if you haven't invested in the Google IPO. And there are only about 10 stocks that have returned that ever. So, and unlike Google, this is not at all rare. Fortunately and unfortunately, as you've seen, there are many opportunities like that right here, because they may occur once in a lifetime of the child who needs it, but there's plenty of them in our lifetime. I've read thousands of business plans. They all describe in great detail how companies will change the world and how they'll make investors a lot of money. Some of them succeeded. Some of you guys are right in this room. Congratulations. And the way I look at it, the opportunity right here in front of us, is the simplest business plan you can think of. It says, take a little bit of money, do a lot of good, and make a difference that will last many lifetimes. It's about as simple as you can imagine. Now, of course, jokes aside, this is not just a business, it's a partnership. It's a real family partnership. As a family, Kathy and I, we choose to make this long-term investment, not just because it makes financial sense, because it's a good deal, but we truly believe that we're very lucky to be members of this community. This community, all of you are part of our family, and as members of a family, we do have a shared responsibility, and that's a responsibility to make sure that every child someday gets to look back and gets to say what we say almost every day: I've been lucky to have been member of this community, that this is my community. Thank you. Now I'll turn it over to my better half.
Good afternoon. My name is Kati Mohamedzadeh, and I have been honored to serve on the board of the Family Partnership since 2007. I'd like to thank all of you today for taking time from your very busy lives to spend an hour with us. You know, Paul's a business person, and as a business person, he thinks in terms of investments. I'm a political scientist, so I have a slightly different perspective. In my profession, I spend a lot of time thinking about concepts of citizenship, community, and participation. Not citizenship as a legal construct, who gets to vote and who doesn't, although that's plenty important. I'm referring to citizenship as the chance and ability to fully participate in American society and to achieve the American dream. Paul and I are both immigrants from far-flung places. We are deeply aware that, as a great man once said, nowhere else in the world is our story possible. The strong foundation of our families met the America of possibilities, and it has truly been a match made in heaven. We are so grateful. But now, having achieved our dream, we look around and we see too many in our beloved city not able to fully participate in that dream, to fully engage their citizenship. The Family Partnership is here to help families with the basic building blocks of life: a strong early educational foundation, strong mental health, and passionate advocacy on behalf of our families. As most of you in this room can attest, all families need help at some time or another. Our family did. There is nothing more unsettling and heartbreaking than when your child has a problem that you cannot alone fix. When Paul and I needed help for our family, we had the resources and the knowledge to access help. We believe every family should have access to education, advocacy, and counseling for and on behalf of their children. We are so proud to belong to a community that believes in every family and every child. But where do we begin? The problems are large, the causes are systemic. We either face up to the challenge or we simply accept that there are families and children in our community that will never participate in the American dream. Ladies and gentlemen, I, for one, am not prepared to write off large swaths of our community. Yes, the challenges are daunting and the need is great, but I believe there is no child beyond reach, there is no family beyond help, and there is no individual beyond redemption. My life has been full of helping hands pulling me up. My parents, my teachers, my friends, my husband, and now that I'm getting older, even my children. I hope you'll join me today in offering a hand to families and children, our neighbors in this amazing community. If the table hosts would kindly pass around the contribution envelopes, I'd like to tell you about how we can work together to embrace every member of our community. I would encourage you today to make a multi-year champion pledge at the level that feels right for you. Paul and I have been champions for many years, and not only because we believe so strongly in the mission of the Family Partnership, but we also believe in making a long-term commitment to the health of families and children. What will your money achieve? Here are just a few examples. Your $50,000 contribution can provide 3 children preschool for a whole year. $25,000 can cover therapeutic needs of 6 survivors of sex trafficking. $10,000 can expand our services to at-risk youth. $5,000 can provide health care coverage to otherwise ineligible immigrants. $1,000 can establish a summer program for teens, and as little as $500 can provide a safety plan for a survivor of intimate partner violence. Paul and I would like to extend our very deepest gratitude for any level of support you may give today. Thank you again for sharing your time with us, and from our family to yours, we wish you peace and happiness. Thank you.
Please continue to write your checks. Where's my checkbook? Wow, thank you, Kathy and Paul. And thank you all for joining us today and for investing in the Family Partnership. My name is Michelle Edgerton, and it is my privilege to serve as the Chief Advancement Officer here at the Family Partnership. I hope you were encouraged and inspired by the program today. And most importantly, you leave here today knowing that you are an integral part of our family and that we are better together. Now, I could stand here for another hour thanking each of you for your contribution today, but I'll save that for our follow-up conversation. Instead, I'll leave you today with a message from a few of my very special friends. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech. Thank you. Thank you.